Good morning. Well, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm doing okay. Good morning, Pinky. How you doing? I couldn't find my headphones. Um, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. I want to just do a few things. I kind of wait because I know I don't announce it like I should, like a week ahead of time. But I'm here. Yay! I have want to make some cards, particular cards. Hope you're staying warm. Oh, I hope you're staying warm, but you said it's your summertime. Yeah, I think I'm attempting to stay warm, although I have the fan on because it's hot right now. But yeah. So what I want to do is I want to get out a few things. We're going to be using these card. These are Michaels or Darice, which was a competitor to Michaels, but I think Michaels bought them out. I'm not sure. I just want to read the thing. So it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay, good, good, good. That's what I was looking for because sometimes the cards don't come out. Oh, the peacock paper. Yeah. We gotta see. Oh, that's too many. We're not gonna be able to make that many cards today. I'm trying to make. I think I want to try to make 5 cards today. So we're gonna see. We're gonna pull out 5 card bases to see. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope your week is good. I hope whatever you did over the weekend it was safe. I hope you're staying warm. It is very cold here currently where I live. The temperature is crazy. Let me just make sure before I make that statement. I still think it's below freezing, but let's see. Yep, it's 26. Nope, let me just verify. Yes, it says it's 26 degrees outside, and our high is 39, and our low is 17 today. It's cold. Um, Thankfully, it's not raining because that would make it worse. Very much so. All right, so I had bought this pack of paper, like 20 sheets for $1, a couple of months back, and I wanted to use them for a different thing that I was going to participate in, but I want to use some of the stuff that we already have. Good morning. How are you, ma'am? I always forget your name. I always want to call you a different name every time. But good morning, Jury Spot. How you doing today? So this comes from a Michael's paper pad, I believe, and they just cut down the pages. Val, okay, thank you so much. I always want to call you Alicia. I don't know why. So I never say your name. I know that's crazy, right? So these are Asian inspired papers, it looks like. I see some people that's like on some boats and things. And so we may not be able to use that today. I try not to use things I'm not very familiar with. Yeah, it's a Michael's paper. I'm pretty sure it's a Michael's paper pad. But we could just cut this part off because we're only using a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 paper. But I don't even know if this paper, I mean, it looks good together. This is not the dark craft. It's more tan craft than this. And so, yeah, it would fit. It would definitely fit. But I also have this one. And I'm going to be using, we may actually use our own background. I want to use these Tim Holtz, I think it's called Crazy Birds, Crazy Cats. And yeah, I only got the cats. And I thought we could try this one right here. It says thinking of you, but one says you're how old? But it's like just the cards I'm going for are just because cards. But I thought we would do that. I have some adulting to do because the school said bring your children to school, and I took my children to school. I took my son to school, so I need to run some errands before I go get him. And then we have these papers. These are like marbling paper. I mean, they were $1, so it's not like it's a bad deal. You can always use these in backgrounds as well. And this one says, keep going, you make life sweet. I want to use this one and this one. So that's what we're going to use, I think, too. Yeah, those are cute. Then we got these. These look washed out on camera. They're washed out in real life. I thought they would cancel it too, but they sent a message out this morning saying, school starts on time. Our building is warm. And I was like, okay. I had spoke with the big roommate last night about sending him to school, and he was like, if they say send him, then because if you think about it, they're doing the same thing inside the building at school that they would be doing at home, right? Nothing. Staying in school, not going outside. They probably won't even let them go to the cafeteria and eat. They'll probably keep them in the classroom, but I don't know. They may actually do something completely opposite and totally opposite. I'll ask my son when I get him. No, when I dropped him off, I got him up early so I can crank the car up and have it all nice and warm. So when we got in the car, it wasn't a big temperature disparity. And then I had told myself, I was like, don't forget to put a blanket in the car for him. I forgot the blanket. All right, so we're gonna cut this down our normal size, 5.5 by 4.25. I would rather he stay home too, but he has something else that he needs to get done today. And it's I said, since he's already gonna be out the house, then what's the purpose of saying no, you can't go to school, but you can do this other thing if the other thing was open? So since both of the things were open, why send him? Why keep him home? Good morning, Samara. How are you doing today? Hopefully well. Now we're gonna do a few quick cards first because I have some other things that I have pulled out, and then we're gonna do some stamping. I hope you're doing well, ma'am. You've been on my mind a lot lately. Spring break is coming up, and a lot of things I have going on in my head, right? I really want to go somewhere this year. I don't want to stay at home, and I wouldn't say feel like I'm missing out. Um, but I want to go some places. I want to do a little bit of traveling, but I need to have some cash, some money, right? So I had bought these back in 2021, so they were still 40% off at the time. And I had told y'all about these. I was like, "Oh, you should get these because um, these are really good in my opinion." They're 36 stickers for $5, but these are ephemera stickers, and if you make paper crafts, then you could use these stickers for other things, and that's what we're gonna do today. I think I'm gonna pull out this. We gotta match. We gotta find something that matches this faded paper, though, right? So like this, I think would go good with it, and maybe this. Yeah, and a few butterflies. Now I like to use my butterflies in flight. I don't like to waste them on just being flat. So I think we can do these three. Um, I want to say before we get started, please keep people in your thoughts and prayers and hope for them to come out of whatever they may be going through or in. A lot of times you may not hear from your friends and you may think, oh, they don't want to be my friend or they want to talk to me. They just may be going through some things, right? Um, I had reached out to a few people recently because I hadn't heard from them in a while. And I still haven't heard from them. And it's okay if you don't want to be my friend, right? It's okay. I just wish that people could say that they didn't want to be your friend versus ignoring you because now I'm worried, right? Good morning, Deb. How are you doing today? Yes, a lot of people that are going through some stuff right now. So we just got to keep them in prayer, keep them in thought, keep them in uplifted. Because I think sometimes that you could think somebody up and they'll call you and be like, hey, what's going on? You're like, oh, I was just thinking about you. So I'm going to reinforce those creases on two cards real quick. And then we're going to say dealing with snow today, but otherwise fine. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you got snow. Kinda. I like snow, but I don't, no, I don't want to shovel it. So I hope that it gets better for you. I know it's easier when you have children because snow kids like snow or whatever, kind of easier. I pressed that way too hard, y'all. Way too hard. Um, yeah. I do hope everyone's doing well. I have a few people that have straight up ghosted me though. Uh, I wrote them when things were going kind of crazy in the world, and I haven't heard from them. Also, I want to show y'all something. I saw this lady using this, um, and I had to get it. I got it for almost free too. Almost free. The heck? What's that? All right, so we're gonna make this less than 4 1/4, and this is gonna be less than 5 1/2, and then we'll do this one the same way. Hey Chris, it's pretty. Fortunately, we only got about 4 inches of snow downgraded. Oh, that's good to hear. Good morning, Chris. How you doing? So shoveling wasn't too bad this morning. Oh, do you shovel with your son? Like, does he come out and shovel with you, or do you do all the shoveling? When I lived in Connecticut, I enjoyed shoveling, but I didn't have to do a lot of shoveling. So it wasn't like I was like, oh, I need to go shovel acres and acres of snow or whatever. It was just very fun to do. I think because I grew up in Texas and we don't have snow like that. In Houston, we don't have snow. I know in some places they're like, it snows all the time here. I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to be there. All right. This looks too big, but that's okay. That is okay. I did first round. He was sleeping because he works section. Oh, that sucks. He gets he gets up. He gets the heaviest stuff. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I used to have a snow scraper. I was so, this is how you know that you're not from a place that has snow. I was so excited to buy my first snow scraper and my little shovel and all of that stuff. I still have it in my trunk. Um, because I moved from Connecticut to Texas, right? And it's still there. It can also scrape the ice off because when I was younger and I first lived out of Texas, my friend and I used to pour hot water on the windshield. I learned that it's not good to do. So I saw this lady using this Ultra Craft Bond glue, right? And I was like, "Ooh, I want to try it because why not?" And so I went to Michael's and it was $12.99. And I was like, "That's a lot of money." And I was like, "I don't have a 50% off coupon." But somehow I had a Michael's reward for $10. So I bought this. And 10 minus 12.99, and that's why I just paid the tax. So today'll be our first day using it. And then I was like, you know what, you really should just go ahead and pour the glue that you have inside of those containers that you already have. But this made it look like it didn't warp or anything, which I'm sure it did. I just was delusional and was like, oh, I want to try something new because why not? Y'all been shopping lately? Did you keep No, he's at school. See, it doesn't say that it's water based right here. Dries clear, permanent, acid free. No. All right. All right. So we're gonna do this one first. Let's just make sure. Oh, we did cut it. Good. Okay, let's do this other side. And now it always looks so weird when you fold these papers over because I didn't crease anything to this. I just reinforced the crease that they had. It is already prefabricated. No. All right. So we got that. Do y'all have a lot of ephemera and you're like, I really need to use this stuff? That is where I'm at. Like, I'm not like, I want to use it all up right now to buy more stuff. I'm just like, I have ephemera that I want to use, right? And I had been organizing my stuff for like forever and trying to just get better at being a better person of crafting. I don't know how well that's going though. Because some of the stuff that I want to use, I can't remember what I did with it at all. At all. Oh yeah. When the principal sent out that message and he was like, we have warm stuff, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I was like, okay, well, we'll send him. But I had talked to his dad last night about it. I was like, oh, we're gonna send him, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, yeah. And the roads aren't slick or anything like that. It wasn't wet, no rain or anything. So yeah. And then I was like, do I really want to keep him home? Because he's driving me crazy. I keep most ephemera with the collection it came with. However, I have a few stray packs. Yeah. So I am not very good at buying complete packs though. Until I see one of y'all do it, I'm like, oh, I really want that. Be bold, be you. I think we're gonna go with this. Be kind, because we have these little blue flowers that we could put. Now I need to see if I have some butterflies. I'm looking for a word that doesn't say the word I'm looking for. I can't pull out my head, but like the Dollar Tree packs of butterflies that y'all may have gotten. I know I have some, but I don't know if it's in this bag of ephemera that I'm digging through right now. Which I thought I had grabbed a lot of stuff, but I didn't. Ooh, wait. Maybe New Beginnings. This is bugging me. Maybe New Beginnings will work better. And so this came from no longer in session Tuesday morning. The husband is home today. They cancel work for him today. He said they cancel me coming in. She's not going. Oh yeah. Yeah. But the school gets paid by who's in the seats. So let's try this one, New Beginnings, because I feel like this goes with that one. We're gonna make some cards first. Let's get this out the way. But I want to try this New Beginnings also. I think that'd be really pretty. And I want to pull out this butterfly. I think that would be good too. So let's see. Yeah, it's probably not that many kids at school anyway. So I'm looking for the blue one that's like that. Here we go. Yes. All right. Let's put this to the side. Is it backwards for y'all? Or can you see be kind normal? Hopefully you can see it normal. All right. Let's go ahead and glue this down. Now again, this is my first time using this glue. I don't know how it's going to work. Okay. Oh, I put too much. That's what I do now. Yeah. I've used a glue similar to this. Not on cards. Doesn't stink, doesn't have a bad odor to it like other stuff might. Okay, thank you so much. It's just backwards for me. I guess because I shouldn't be looking in the viewfinder, but I want to make sure it's in frame, right? It's not in frame, you can't see. I think I'm gonna put this to the side and go back to Aileen. I'm glad it was $3, even though it's a big container, right? I trust her on projects that I'm starting out. I have been contemplating so much, right, lately. I have a few things in the fire. I have a lot of stuff going on when it comes to craft things that I want to do. Um, thankfully it dries clear, right? And I don't know. I don't know if you all are. It's the new year, and I think every year we start off saying we're going to do something different, new, exciting, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I would say by February, the middle of February, March, we're like, I don't don't know if I want to keep this up. I do know that I want to keep up everything that I want to do, but I'm not sure if you all are receiving the stuff. Like, do you like it? So this doesn't have a sticker, which is great. All right. Now I feel like I need to frame something else inside of here. Like it needs to be another thing. So let me see. I could use, let me see, paper. Paper. Maybe not. Let me know if the wind is blowing too hard. I have my fan on. I know it's cold outside and I had a fan on. I just did some housework earlier and I was overheating because apparently this is my time. I'm watching. Okay, thank you so much. It's my time to have body changes of overheating, heating, overheating, heating. All right, so I think we can try this. Now, what I was thinking, I haven't used a die cutting machine in a long time or embossing folder. I'm not hearing anything, but then, I also have fan. Okay, good. So, um, I'm gonna go online sometime within the next month, and I want to order some inexpensive frames because I realized that I don't have enough frames to do some of the things that I think I want to do. But we'll see how that works out. We'll see. All right. So what I was thinking is that this is a good background paper, right? It's a good background paper. Um, but I was thinking I should frame it again, right? Put another little piece on there, but I'm not sure. Have y'all used that Barely Art glue? I have been considering using that only because my art glitter glue revolted. It was like, no, I don't want to be your friend anymore. I don't want to, no. So yeah, I think I want to put like a blue something right there. And I was thinking that Deb had gave me a great idea last time with some embossing paper, and I haven't embossed anything in a minute either. Also, I could just do a stencil because I do have a stencil over here. I thought I had a stencil. No, it's upstairs. Oh my, we'll get through it. We'll get through it. All right. So, and I don't want to keep pulling a whole bunch of stuff out. So let's go ahead and try to find what I was looking for in this little stack. This came from the Hobby Lobby as well. And when I get this in 2022, so 2 years ago, they had them on sale, and that was the only reason why I got them. I think this is a good deal for $2 and some change. And I know sometimes we're like, well, we could just do it ourselves. Go ahead. I don't want to do that. I have had issues with art glitter glue too because I believe I have the Barely glue to try another page told me. Oh, okay. Is it the Gorilla? Not the Gorilla. The not Gorilla Glue. Yes, another one. I don't want to buy a bunch of glues, but I need something that's going to not cause me to have issues. I know we're still in winter, y'all, but I am so forward looking to hearing the birds chirping and grass grow through the snow. I don't have snow, but you know what I mean. Last night I was sitting here, I was like, I need to put on a jacket or some socks or a long sleeve shirt because I rarely wear those. So yeah, I was like, yeah, it's time to put on something else. All right, so we pulled out mostly all of our little blue items. I don't want to use this one though because I feel like that's too big. But yeah, um, it's some kind of white glue they use for book binding frequently. Oh, okay. Hmm. I have to look into it. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try the Ultra Bond again. I mean, for $13, you expect for it to. I mean, it bonded. It was just too much. I think I was heavy handed with it. So yeah. Now, do I have a blue sheet of paper? That is the real question, and the answer is no. Now, I don't like to put another background with another background paper. I just feel like that's a bit much. I think this will be fine. I just need to take a deep breath and not let it get to me like that. Right? Ooh. But with this work, maybe we'll see. All right, so I do want to use Be Kind still. It's 84 degrees there. Oh, wow. Just rub it in the face. Just rub it, rub it. It's 27, I think is what I said at the very beginning of the stream. 27. 27 degrees. 27. I've been looking for some vintage looking butterfly ephemera lately. I've been shocked at how high ephemera is getting. I don't have a printer anymore. So, oh yeah. So that the ooh, hold on. Time for enabling. So these right here came from Hobby Lobby. I know you go to Hobby Lobby. Not sure how frequent you go. Hobby Lobby. I think I got this in somebody's D stash. Not gonna lie, I don't think I would have spent that much money on these little flowers. It's another one I had pulled out. Hobby Lobby. Where did it go? These right here. So I got these from Hobby Lobby as well. How you doing today, ma'am? Hopefully well. And I think they're a good price. Also, Michaels has some decent ephemera, not too expensive considering how they have stuff on sale. I'll trade you Samara here. A foot of snow. Ooh, I don't know if that's a good trade off though. But if she takes it, go ahead and go for it. Okay, so I think we're gonna try three, because that's what y'all told me. Three, two, one, two, three. Yeah, I call. Oh, okay, thank you. It's white in bottle. Says good for bookbinding. Okay, I have to look that up then. I need to just take a quick picture of that because I won't remember after stream. That's for sure. See, I knew she wasn't gonna take that. Alrighty. Yeah, see, 27 degrees. Oh, the funny part is when you first walk outside, it doesn't feel cold. I got it. I have to try it since my tumbo. Right. I was gonna get some Tombow. Love the blue flowers when the snow clears out here. Yes. So is that like tomorrow? You're gonna go to Hobby Lobby, and I think we're gonna use. Oh, we could use these. Apparently, I'm rushing spring, and I don't want to do that. I just want to do some crafting, some warmer crafting while Brenda your temp. There's exactly. Yeah, it's cold. The only good thing is we don't have snow and it's not wet, right? But it's definitely cold. I think if we put this Be Kind right here, right? I want to put this in the corner like this. I thought I pulled out three different shades, but I still only pulled out two. I don't want to cover up my letters. I know I made a card when I made the cards and I had covered up the letter. So like that, yes. And this butterfly is upside down, ma'am. So I'm gonna go like that. I'm going to try start stamping my own ephemera. I've just been lazy and not trying that route. You know what? So Samara sent me something. Was it a couple of years ago now? She sent me um, something that she had made, and it's so pretty. It is, I can't think of the word, tissue paper, and she stamped on it. I think you, ma'am, would do so great with it because you have such fun stamps and tastes. So I think it would be really cool, especially like the witchy stuff and the moons. I think it'd be real cool. All right, so we're gonna pop this little butterfly up a little bit, give it a little bit of dimension, right? Just a little bit, a scotch. And then I don't want to pop this up because it has it's a sticker on the back, supposedly. Let's see. Yes, it's sticky. So what I'm gonna do is just reinforce that glue. Because sometimes I've had these for a while now. Um, and sometimes the glue, the adhesive that's on the back of the stickers don't work. But I like to, on some of them, just reinforce it anyway. So I went upstairs. I was like, okay, we're sticking with my mental theme of using the things that you have and trying out new stuff, right? So trying out new adventures, solo or with friends, because sometimes it's better to do things that you're afraid to do with friends. And I went upstairs and I pulled out some stamps. Now I really, really, really want to do more vintage lady stamps, right? Vintage stuff. Not like super old vintagey stuff because y'all know I don't like that, but vintage as in how it looks. So like the coffee stain color more so than anything else. What ink do you use on tissue paper? I'm gonna assume that she used the some Momenta ink or either, well, she's here. I don't know. She probably could tell us. But I'm assuming that that's what she used. All right, so here we go. And I think we could put like one little embellishment here and it'll go. So we're gonna go ahead and use our glue real quick. Yeah, well, it's real pretty. But also not taken away from that, the if you go to, you use the Momenta ink, yeah. If you go to Ross, they have, I don't know about now, I haven't been to Ross to look, but they have tissue paper with designs on it, and you could probably, I'm gonna try this. I want to try this. I want to take some tissue paper, glue it down to regular paper, like my Podget, and use it in some sort of state like that. So let's go ahead and put this back up, and I'm gonna pull out. I have some sequins, no, flatback gems right here. Yeah, Deb. So I used to say I could use this for 1 year, but it started to not work. I had washed the lid out and everything with some hot water, and I used this to see it won't even come out that well. And it's like, no, I don't want to perform. So it's been on the back burner. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Hence why I sent you some of those things, right? I was like, yeah, we're gonna try this out. She ain't gotta know it that she a unwilling willing participant in it. But I like tags. Unfortunately, I like tags to do that on. And I just get so worried because y'all know I'm a worrier. I get so worried that it's going to be ugly. I don't know. And then when it comes on, like, oh, it didn't turn out so bad. Now I feel like I need not silver because we got this gold font. Yeah. I'm trying to see. I don't have all of my stuff immediately right here because I've been having little visitors at my desk, visiting, hanging out, and they've been knocking stuff over. But I do have this thing. So let me see. Oh yeah, this might be better. So have y'all started organizing your craft stuff? Like this is the year I'm going to organize. Have y'all been saying that? I have not. I have not said it like that. I have said that I'm going to go through some stuff and get rid of some stuff. I have a bunch of woodblock stamps that I had duplicates of because I had purchased them off of offline, and so I need to get rid of some of those. Oh no, I wouldn't let him. Although some of my old videos, you can hear him talking in the background, saying like "uh oh" and stuff. But now I won't let him, only because of Copper. I don't want to tag it in my videos for that's for children. I don't want to attract that responsibility. I think it's really the thing. Okay, I'm looking for gold. Although a blue one would be. What if I did a blue and a gold? And the reason why I mention organization because I think I would like to sort these out, right? Because that's who I am. Oh no, I meant the son. He's been knocking stuff over. Nicholas, he sits upstairs for the first half of his day, and then he comes downstairs after my son gets out of school. I have lots of organizing to do. Do you? I want to do some organizing, but I don't want to turn it into that mental thought that I just fix something. Because I had bought some. I had went through this dilemma of, am I gonna still be crafting? Mine gets clogged, but twice now the stainless steel broke off. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I had went to Joann Fabric, right, and I bought some more stainless steel tips because I lost mine, and so now I have this extra one that's just hanging out here, that I had used, and then my son bent it. But yeah, I had bought some from Joann Fabric. Yeah, me. I have tons. I don't want to say I want to organize, but I want it. So, a while back, Michaels used to have like really, really good deals. And I had bought, I'm just trying to find another blue one, y'all. So I don't pour them all on the thing. I have my little blanket right here. So I'm trying to just not make a mess, that I have to clean up. Michaels had those drawers on sale, and they're the rainbow color ones. So I was like, yes, I'm gonna sort my stuff, and I'm gonna put my jewelry making stuff in there, because I had went back and forth, and I was like, I'm gonna stop doing all these other crafts and just do a few crafts, right? Like jewelry and paper. And then I was like, no, I'm gonna get rid of paper crafting too, because paper crafting is what is the most expensive and in the way, really. Jewelry doesn't take up that much space when you think about it if you have it organized, but the paper is just a 12 by 12 paper pad takes up 12 by 12 space, right? No matter how you look at it, you stand up on a wall or whatever, it takes that space up. Oh, what? Let's see. You need to buy those little organizing boxes and organize them. That's what I was gonna do. Saying it yes, doing it no. Deb, love your listen, I watched one of her videos and I was like, why? Why? I need some of these things. I need to watch more. I need to catch up on them. I was telling one of my friends, that one of my crafty gaming friends, I was like, I need to stop gaming so much and get back into crafting, because crafting takes more time than playing a video game, right? You got to think out your whole kind of presentation for crafting. Video gaming, you just press play, kinda, and play. But I stream on Twitch, y'all. It's not good. It's a bad thing. Thank you. Almost done with haul. Soon I message one company who hasn't shipped. Oh wow. Is it an Asian company or is it an American company? Because maybe they started their holiday early. I'm just trying to. Oh, you know what? I don't need another one. I'm gonna just use what I got. Oh, never mind. Just use. Yeah, there we go. We're not gonna do five, y'all. We're gonna do three, because that's what we're working in today, right? Threes. I went to the Dollar Tree. I have a Dollar Tree haul. Y'all need to take my money from me and say only buy food and pay your bills, because I went there and I've been trying to find something, not even for me to keep, for me to make. I couldn't find it. So I went to the Dollar General. They didn't have it. I went to Family Dollar. They didn't have it. I went to Walmart and they had it, but not the one that Dollar Tree had, I should say, in the past. All right. So there we go. This card is almost done. Yay. Is that too much? I mean, I know I dug out these gems, but is that too much? Like, is this too much? I don't know. I don't think it is. So we're just gonna go with it. All right, now I'm gonna take this point. Will jewelry take up a lot of space? It all depends. I think my jewelry stuff doesn't take up much space as my paper crafting, because I have markers, right? I have coloring books. I have ribbon for the crafting. I have stamps. I have a stamping platform. I have a die cutting machine. I have a scanning cut. I have a Cricut. I have a this. I have a that. With jewelry, I don't think it takes up as much space as the other stuff. Even with fabric, the fabric I have skeins of fabric. Yards, not skeins. That's the craft. That's the yarn. I have yarn coming out the wazoo. Because my mom and I used to craft together, and so I have some of her stuff, I have some of my stuff, and then places have these things called sales, and I'm like, "Ooh, a sale! I really want that," and then I don't use it. But I've noticed a few things about me purchasing some stuff that I haven't used yet. I'm happy I've done it because the craft supply market is a gamut right now. It's so expensive that I don't have to worry about some things. Like even if you notice with Hobby Lobby, right? Hobby Lobby used to sell those strands of beads, and I feel like maybe Deb, you probably wouldn't. You don't buy a lot of stuff from Hobby Lobby. You do more ordering from different places, but I don't. I'm not as good of a uh, jewelry maker as you are. Nope, Northwestern states they have been having ice storms. They replied. The current estimated shipped on the 19th, but their warehouse was closed yesterday and due to oh, I'm so sorry. Well, first of all, that makes sense. I'm sorry to hear that for you, but hopefully those people are, safe. So here we go. We got to put a insert in here. Now, for me, I don't have to worry about that because I didn't read one day and I bought these things on clearance and it said flat card, right? And so I have a few flat cards that I just plop in the inside. So that's one card. Yay, we got one card done because we got to get, I said five. I'm trying to make five cards. Next card, let's keep it moving. Yeah. I wanted to order something yesterday, right? And then I was like, if you don't stop adding to the problem of being one of those people that gotta have it now, 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 now. And I was like, well, I'll just do it tomorrow when everything is quote unquote normal. But I wanted to go online. I still do want to go online and order a few things, but I haven't yet. Only because I don't need anything, and sometimes when I look at all my junk, I feel super guilty. What do you make with fabric? Well, not a dang thing. Ooh, ooh, ooh! But I want to show you something because I did a haul and I didn't show it in the haul. No, I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll show you. I want to start doing junk journals. You can use fabric on Alta Books. Yeah, junk journals. Um. Ooh, Deb. Ooh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I want to try to do one junk journal a month, y'all. But I have a schedule that I'm trying to adhere to. Uh, because I believe it or not, I do want to grow my YouTube channel. I do want to become monetized. Not saying I want to start being like I have to make YouTube videos because I've been consistent up until the last couple of years before, during COVID. I stopped making as many videos and I don't know if it's a change in what people do with their spare time, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I used to pick up quite a lot of stuff at yard sales and thrift stores. I stopped going to many yard sales because I had a tendency to buy cheap stuff and then it sits here. I like Hobby Lobby though too. Okay, all right, yeah. So, you had sent me those pieces and I had subscribed to these ladies a long, long time ago that make this is so this is how you know that you need to stop. They make bottle art, right? They take the jewelry and they mold it all on there. So I had did that. I had bought my aunt used to drink and so she used to buy bottles of alcohol and I was like, "Well, save the bottle for me. I want to keep the bottle." So she had gave me the bottles and then I was like, "What am I going to do with this?" Cuz I had bought some mason jars, but I need the mason jars now, which is great. Um for a project that I'm going to be working on. Give me one second, please. Okay. Um Yeah. So I really, really want to start working on those with the jewelry and wrapping it around. But I always I can envision a project how I want it to be, but sometimes I get caught up on the in between, right? Because I'm like, how do you glue this stuff down? Do you paint? How do you paint a glass bottle? How long do you let it dry? And I'm that person that's like, I want to see the results now versus waiting. Okay, so we got this. Now I feel like this fits. You can barely see it, but don't worry, we're gonna work on it. And this is from K and Company. It's called Vintage Antique, and it says January 2023. I don't know if I got this in a D stash or I bought it, but people keep saying K and Companies went out of business. I don't know how because this says 2021. And this is American Craft, so American Craft's definitely not out of business. But also, if you get a chance, hop a Dollar Tree. Hey Heather, how you doing? Good morning. Dollar Tree, not Dollar Tree. Join Fabric sells can company, and they have good sales, like 60% off, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You can go and buy that. Yeah. So I thought we could try these little flowers because I don't care for these flowers, right? But if we put New Beginnings right here, this is a cute little baby card, but I'm not making it for a baby card. And then we could put these little sprigs here. Now these, I would say, Wonder and Dreamer, if you decide to make some flower ephemera, go and buy the little flower stems that they have online. And you could just cut these out in green and then ink up the edges. Yeah. Let's see. All right. So what I think I'm going to try and do is cut this in half. I'll cut it at some funky angle. Yeah, just like that. And we'll have this piece kind of sticking out like that. Don't worry about the top, right? Don't worry about the top. And then we'll have this piece kind of sticking out like this. Yeah. And then we'll take this piece and this piece. Maybe just one. Okay, I think we're going to have to clip this down a little bit more. Hold on. These scissors don't cut fabric that well, just so y'all know. And this has like a fabric feel to it. But nature is perfectly imperfect, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And then put this here like that. Yeah. So I was talking to a friend today and they had been missing. They had COVID. And he said, I don't know if y'all had COVID or not. Y'all don't have to tell me. Um, I'll just say it's not anything fun to have. It's not anything fun to have. It's not like the flu. Once the symptoms alleviate some, it feels like the flu, but it's not like the flu. Um, he said he had wanted to have COVID. Oh, I think I have that vintage antique or maybe something. So yeah, I mean, if you have anything from American Crafts, you probably do. I thought this was what's her name? You know, lady always do the flowers. Maggie Holmes. That's what I thought it was. Um, yep, Heather popped in. All right, so I need to put this here. Yeah, yeah, like that. Oh, maybe this one. No. So let's go ahead and put this down real quick before I change my mind. I love birds. Yes. I think I like butterflies more than birds, but Stampin' Up! Had a cardinal stamp that I could not resist buying. I've only used it like 2 or 3 times, but I love it, and I'm like, "We're gonna make cardinals this year a lot." That's what I was telling myself. Because 'Cause you're pulling out all your good stuff. You're gonna start using the good stuff, not just the stuff that you, thought was the good stuff, the stuff that you know is the good stuff. Okay. Just gonna burnish this down. I do hope y'all having a good day. Good morning. Hello. How's it going? All right. This might be too high up to be going. Thank you so much, Val, for hanging out. Thank you. Have a great day. I appreciate you stopping in. All righty. So we're gonna pop this up some. Come on. All right. Yeah. This almost kind of looks crooked. Oh shucks. I mean, it's Crafter Straight. What do you expect? What are you waiting for? What do you expect? It's Crafter Straight. All right, so I'm looking. I think I want to do two here, right? Like one here. Mm. This is one of my favorite colors, right? It's like a coral. You can't really see it. It's like a coral salmon color. I know I don't ever talk about it because it's not like my favorite colors, but in crafting, I think these colors are so pretty. So, so, so pretty. My favorite colors, are blue, green, and gray. Can Company is just chef's kiss. I feel like they're inexpensive too, right? Like it's not super expensive and it's good quality. That's why I don't understand. A lot of people like Can Company went out of business. Maybe the original Can Company went out of business and American Crafts bought them. I don't know. All right, so we need one more, y'all. One more. This glue smells funny. Took me back to elementary school. It smelled like I got a whiff of the 1980s just now. Is that too weird? That's not too weird. Hopefully that's not too weird. I'm gonna keep it like that though. So this is my problem putting all my stuff back, you know. But if you wash as you go, right? You have you could put your stuff back easy peasy. That's what chefs say, right? Wash as you go. Keep the kitchen clean. I just want to cook. I don't want to wash the dishes. Because if I have to cook, wash the dishes, go to the grocery store, get the groceries, I'm like, let's order Chinese food. We don't have good Chinese food restaurant here though. Like I wish we did. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. All right. Now, y'all, we about to get into some nonsense, okay? Not bad nonsense, just some silliness. Okay, so we're gonna put this up. So we got two cards down. Yay. I'll put the white stuff in if at some point. Yeah. All right. So I wanted to let me just go ahead and put this up as well. I wanted to use some of my stamps, right? Because I do like myself some silliness. Yes, we know. We know, Pink. We know. I so I went upstairs and I was like, okay, what is speaking to you? I looked on my little I have a stamp rack where I was like, what is speaking to you right now? And a few things was like, use me. It was all Halloween stuff. So not good. Not good for what I want to try. But I did see that there's a new Halloween collaboration kind of picked up from London Dreamers. And I might try to get into that one. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see. I do apologize if you all like, why are you cleaning up? I just can't. I don't want it to do. I don't know about price, but I bought mine so long ago and well, very smart. When when I got introduced to Tuesday morning, they used to have them for 99 cents, some of their packs. I'm like, ooh, I want all of those. And my dumb butt went up to the lady and asked one day, do you have any more in the back? She was like, you must not understand what she didn't say it, but she looked at me like, you must not understand what this kind of store is. I was like, oh, is what you got on the floor? And she was like, yes, ma'am. I was like, okay, thank you. Let me see. Unless I missed it yesterday. Can I get to YouTube? Let's see. And I don't want to say her name wrong. I'm horrible with YouTube names. Paste. Let's see. Oh, it's yesterday. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna look that up. But I went upstairs and I went through my stuff and I was like, okay, look at that. I was like, let's do that because I really, really wanted those. Really, really wanted those. Well, maybe. Wait a minute. I thought. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought it had ended. The Creepy 13 had ended and picked up in another spot. Am I wrong? The creepy 13 I thought had ended. And okay, hold on. Let me just go ahead and pull it up now. Just go here, girl. Tony. Yeah, 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 yeah. Tony's. Because I thought never mind. I'll DM you. So, if I'm confusing. So what I want to do is I wanted to make a semi silly get well card, right? But today I saw one that says you're how old using these cats, and I was like, "Ooh, that's funny." Even though I would never, I feel like sending a. I don't think I'm the person to send an offensive birthday card as saying how old are you, unless I'm sending it to somebody that's older than me, and I don't know how I would feel if someone sent me one of those cards saying, "How old are you, Grandma?" I don't know. I just feel like I might get offended. So what I thought we would do is pull these out. And these are new to me. I don't think I've used these before. Maybe. These I did purchase some of these in a D stash though. Maybe I use these two birds. I don't know. These are photopolymer. They smell like photopolymer. And so we will put this one. And I think maybe we can use hello. The hello one. But we're gonna have to. I don't even want to say the word because I know Samara's gonna be like, "We know you love that. We know you love it." But y'all know what I'm getting ready to say. Fussy cut. All right. So what I was thinking is we put. This is why I don't like photopolymer stamps, but we're gonna get through it. We're gonna get over it, and we're not gonna complain too much. All right. So if I put hello right here, right? Because look, I have some of these little kitty cats. Right, I was gonna use this card because it had this on. Thinking of you. Oh no, we're gonna use thinking of you. Let's put this back real quick. Use thinking of you. And I think I may have purchased this one myself, but I have bought a few people's D-stashes because I don't have everything that everybody else has. And I started crafting later in life, although I think that these may be current to my craft time. I'm not sure. But it says 2017. I had just barely started crafting, so I'm not sure. But yeah, I think we're gonna put thinking of you right here. Yeah. And these are not photopolymer. Interesting. These are acrylic. You can tell the difference. See, this one might be photopolymer too, but it doesn't feel like it. It might be. I don't know. So we're gonna put thinking of you here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then we're gonna put this guy here. And I'm using a cat because Nicholas, yeah. And I think that's weird because they're both him. Yeah, Creepy 13 did end on my part, but Tony decided to revive it and still call. Okay, okay, thank you. I thought, yeah, I didn't want to misspeak because I was like, wait, I thought she said she wasn't doing it anymore. So we're gonna put this cat like that, right? We just kind of want him looking back like that, right? And then this cat. Yeah, I don't think those other ones are photopolymer. Maybe because it has a whole bunch of stuff going on with it. I really wish that I could I don't know if I want to be locked into Creepy 13, but want to branch out to Wicked or Halloween type of. Yeah. I would yeah. I like collabs. I like being a part of them. Okay, we can't use this guy because he won't fit in my head space, right? The way I want him to. But this crazy looking bird will. Now I don't have a background yet, right? The only thing I do have is I want to use these arrows. That's why I thought I cut them down. I thought I cut an arrow card down. Maybe I didn't, but we will. This arrow right here. I'm opposite of you. I like photopollen compared to the other clear, but I can't peel off. So Deb, in 2019, I don't remember. I think it was at the beginning of 2019 or 2018. I wanted those pink ink design stamps so bad because of Wonder and Dream of 555, right? She had showed some, I think it was nautical ones, and I really, really wanted them. I really, 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 really wanted them, but they're expensive. They're like $20 per stamp almost, and my husband bought them for me, right? I went to use them and the thing would not stamp out, and I just got frustrated because, even though people may think that I'm not new to crafting, I still consider myself, I wouldn't say a beginner, but a novice. I don't know everything, right? I don't know about inks, pigments, and I don't know, I'm still afraid to use daggone heat embossing for, what is this stuff called? This stuff right here. Like I have it, but I don't know how to make it work properly. So I was just very, very frustrated, very, very frustrated with that process. So we're gonna have him looking at him like what's going on. And then this cat's gonna be like right here. Yeah, so we're gonna stamp out these images. Now I could just stamp it as is, but I need to fussy cut that out because I want to do some background uh thing to it. So let's go ahead. So yeah, I was just very like upset with the process of it, and it frustrated me because it was so expensive. Yeah. So, but now I know that I need to treat it first, right? Thanks to Heather. Because a lot of people like sand it down. I was like, why would see this is what I'm talking about. Why would I sand down a stamp to ruin it? It costs so much money. So what I'm doing, I'm going to ink this up a few times. Yes, with this first. Now, someone had told me I had did a stamp image swap in a Facebook group that I was in before, and the stamps are really pretty. I'm so happy you're making cards today while I'm off and can't watch though. I do try to sneak occasionally at work, but I'm still getting. Oh yeah, yeah. I appreciate you hanging out. Um, I bought a jelly plate about 6 or 8 months ago, and I haven't taken it out. The box might get that out too. Try soon, Deb. I've been looking at. I have a jelly plate. It's so much fun. It is so much fun. It's so much fun, but it's addicting. So be careful. It's very addicting. You won't want to stop once you jelly plate your first 20 pages piece of paper. You're going to be looking for everything that you could jelly plate, and you're going to be like, why didn't I ever do this before? I don't sand them down, but I do stamp them a few times on scratch paper, and that does help. I also put under mat when yeah. Yeah. I I don't have my mat here because I didn't know that these were going to be photopolymer. I actually thought I was going to use the rubber mat, the rubber stamps, but I do have. I could put something underneath it. I remember when I first started doing this, someone was like, "Why don't you just use a mat?" Good grief, stop whining. I was like, "Yes, ma'am." So I'm going to stamp these as close as possible to the location that I want them to be in, and we're going to color and fussy cut them out. I might, maybe, we'll see. I just don't like that it sticks so hard. Like it's like I don't want to come off of anything. And I think that's my issue too. Like you not giving me any kind of leeway, stamp. None. I like to stamp it until it's no longer sticky. All right. They are fun. I can't wait to see what y'all do with them. I had bought a jelly plate for someone. The freaking thing is too big to mail out. Like it's too big to mail out. Isn't that crazy? Like that's the problem with purchasing certain things. Like if you catch them on sale, or say if you go to the thrift store and you see a brand new item and your friend is okay with receiving thrifted items, you contact them and you're like, "Hey, I found this really cool thing. How do you feel about this?" And they're like, "Oh, I love it." And you go to mail it to them and it doesn't fit in anything. It doesn't fit in the no. It so the gel plate that I got it from Hobby Lobby. It was on clearance. It's the one of the bigger ones. It's like an 11 by something. So, I was like, I'll just put a whole bunch of other nonsense in the box to mail off. And that was a couple of years ago, because my mailing out stuff is just horrible. Horrible. But not this year, babies. I'm mailing that crap out. I would take a picture so y'all can see. I might take a picture of the boxes in the car when I get them mailed out. But personal s- personal things are stopping me from spending a few $100s on mail, unfortunately. Like onesies and twosies, but I want to get it all out at the same time. But and I'm so afraid. Like Samara doesn't really craft that much anymore, right? And I'm like, I don't want to bombard her with these things, even though she said she's going to get back into it this year, and she doesn't. Like, then so if someone sends you something and you don't like the thing, do you feel obligated to use it and keep it, or do you just be like, I'm not using it? Because I feel obligated. Is that wrong? Like, Yeah, I'm horrible at mailing stuff out. I am horrible at it. I think I have some type of mental thing with the mail. Good morning. Speak of the witch and she shows up. We were just talking about you. Well, I was. Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. I was just saying that I might want to jump into your creepy 13. But I don't know if I would make creepy. I don't know if I do creepy very well. So we're gonna go ahead and cut these out, y'all. And I want to keep this guy on here because I feel like I'm gonna have to stamp these out again to get their whiskers and stuff in place. Now I could no, let's just not even try it. Let's just cut these things out and go on about our business, okay? Y'all wanna know where I got these? Guess how much I paid for these scissors? These are the bee cutter scissors. Yeah, I was watching the beginning of your video. It's like I gotta so it's cold here where I live, right? It's probably cold where y'all live. I know some of y'all have snow, and my coldness does not compare to your coldness. I'm not saying it to be like, oh, my coldness is this level, and your coldness, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Um, but I don't want to cook and run a lot of water just in case because it's below freezing here, and I don't want to tempt fate with doing that. So lately I've been trying to find oh, I need to color this. I've been trying to find some meals, right? Some meals that are easy peasy. I have a jelly plate, have never used. You should do it. All should use your jelly plates. They're so fun. Now, I do want to preface that with you're gonna make a lot of sheets of paper, so buy a pack of inexpensive printer paper, some stencils. You probably all have stencils, and just go crazy. I think I did a jelly plate reveal a couple of years ago. I like to get them to go in the junk journals. All right, so I think am I looking for an orange? Yeah, let's do orange. And I think I want to make this cat gray. We'll see. All right. Heather, I'm not sure. Every time I do this, I always think of you. I didn't got my son to doing it too, and he's like, "Mommy, let me see your paper." You see mine? He has all these little tick marks. I'm like, Heather would get us, son, if she knew that we were doing this on our paper. All right, so we're gonna do this bird first, and it's yellow. Oh, I need a little beak. Let's do this orange beak. It's greenish yellow, according to the picture, and red. But we're gonna go ahead and do this beak first. Yep. Y'all took your Christmas trees down yet? I took mine down today. And then I was like, okay, next year we're gonna put it up. And I was trying to figure out a good, decent, normal human, not crazy Christmas people time to put it up. And I was like, we could put it up in thanks the day after Halloween. So my son this year he turns 9, so this is his last year. Put one up. Oh, that's good. Because you weren't in town, right? You were visiting family, the little boobas. Um, I was just about to make this bird turn blue. We can't do that. Let's go with this color. No. Have y'all ever did an embellishment box before? That's my goal this month. I've never done one. I want to watch a few videos yet, but I did put up a few decor items for holiday. Took me through 6 people. Yeah, I'm gonna I had bought another tree last year, 2 years ago now, and I was like, I'm tired of this little baby tree that we have. It's a 6 foot tree, right? The little one. And I opened up the box and I took the tree out and it was humongous. I was like, this is not the year for this kind of tree. Let's go back to this little baby tree. So we kept up the baby tree. But this year I want to try and break out of my shell. I don't know why I call it this tail because I'm not gonna cut it out when I first cut it. And try and do maybe a few events at the house. So we'll see. Now, if you're wondering why I colored this bird orange and green, I don't know. I just thought it was a cute color. It looked it's different, right? It's different. All right, so we're gonna put this little guy here. Then we're gonna pull out this person. And are these the same colors? No. So Heather, are you trying to do a Halloween collaboration? Is that what I read in that message? Would I be open to that? Is that what? Not putting you on the spot. If that's not what it was, just say no. You misinterpreted it. You had Halloween on your mind. I did. I do. Because I really, really don't do a lot of Halloween crafting. As much as I enjoy the Halloween aspect of it, I don't do a lot of Halloween crafting because I always feel like it's not quote unquote good enough. And that's my problem. That's one of my major issues. Someone had said something about crafting and I took it very offensively. They could have been talking about me and they could not have been talking about me, but I took it so like offensively. You know, like you want to beat people up offensively. Have you ever used rice paper? Once. I purchased some. No, once. But for me, so the rice paper is just like in my head, it's just like the tissue paper. And with the tissue paper, I'm not sure if you've seen where I took some paper, some napkins, and I turned it into like a rice paper type of thing. But I feel like if you took tissue paper and Mod Podge it, it could do the same thing. I have some of that too, rice paper, but haven't used it. Yeah. Nicholas likes to eat at a certain time, right? Y'all know that because I always tell you the story about him crying for food. Well, when I wake up at 4 o'clock, but lately I've been trying to sleep in, so I've been staying up a little bit later. So if I stay up to midnight, which is not normal, I don't care what anyone says, it's not a normal time for me to stay up. But when I get up, he's like, "Feed me." All right, have a good day. I hope your meeting goes well, and hopefully it's not one of those you could have sent us an email type of meeting. So this morning when I got up, I think he's telling me now, y'all. Like I know people say that their pets talk, and I believe you. But every time I get up and I get up and go in the kitchen, he's like, now, not meow. He's like, now, 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 now. I'm like, you hungry now? You want some food now? And I'm like, sir, that is rude. That's not a nice thing to say to me. He's like, now, 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 now. And I'm like, Nicholas, it's not time to eat. He's like, now. I don't know. Maybe it's me. He learning something. He learning rudeness. I'm just glad he doesn't sing the song of his people like some other people's cats do. Cause boy, oh boy, I want to make him gray. That's what I said. It's just a good gray though. Cause Nicholas is a domestic short hair cat. Y'all seen pictures of Nicholas before? Yeah. Let me see. I don't think I have. No, I ain't gonna even waste y'all time. I don't have any on my phone. Um, let's see. So Callie never used to meow much. A couple of years ago, we had her teeth cleaned and eat. Ever since then, she has gotten all real bossy to the point at 3:30 or 4 in the morning, she starts meowing at the top of her lungs to wake us up for food. Ma'am, wanna listen? That is Nicholas. In the morning is the worst time. He's like, now, now. She said, Mom, I never had anything to talk about, but now my teeth are shiny and clean. Now. I know Chris says that her cats say mom. I had saw something where they said cats have like a crazy amount of words that they use all in the meow format, right? Like meow. You know, that's definitely a fight right there when you hear that going on. And I've watched the worst thing about YouTube and the greatest thing about YouTube is the pet videos, right? And it's like it's one video, it's two cats fussing at each other, going back and forth, and this dog just walks in between both of them, and it's like, look, y'all gonna cut that crap out. We're not gonna have this, okay? You keep your don't air out our dirty laundry in front of all these people. It is one of the funniest videos ever. Um, and then it's another one where the cats are fussing and the dog goes and sits on them. Like, oh Lord. And I had posted something in the forum that I'm a part of. It's like a video. The cat, so it's three dogs, right? Three dogs sitting there, all handsome with ties on. And then the cat is like this with their back facing them. And so this dog goes and grabs the cat and drags the cat around the corner to be in the picture. I'm like, oh my goodness. What's going on in that nonsense? I'll try to find that video and show y'all. So silly. All right, so I think I want to try and darken up some of these spots just a little bit. Yeah. Because if I'm not watching, I don't watch a lot of YouTube like I used to. I don't watch TV much. I usually do a lot of more gaming stuff, which I'm going to decrease that and get back into my YouTube stuff. Um, but if you haven't went down the animal rabbit hole, I don't know what you're doing. Like, what are you doing with your life? I have no idea. All right, so we're gonna put. I don't think it really matters which way we put this, but let's go ahead and cut it, and then 4 1/4. Ah, a little bit under 4 1/4, ma'am. And then this will be a little bit under 5 1/2. Then we're gonna take another sheet and we're gonna make this 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. This is why I don't like using good paper to cover up. It always has bugged me. I know I understand I'm being a cheapskate when I say that. But just this in my mind is so wasteful. Like it's so wasteful to not show this pretty paper. But I want this to be like that. Like I know. I know. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take these colors. I don't know why I keep this shaded lilac around because it's delusional. It has got me delusional, thinking that it's working and it's really not. It does not work. All right. So now we're gonna take this pumpkin. Oh my goodness. I don't know the color of the Tim Holtz. Not the new one. I'm sure it's some that has been out for a while. It is so pretty. This lady, on one of the videos, I didn't watch it. I was just going through and I was like, ooh, that's pretty. It was so pretty. So, so pretty. All right, so I think we're gonna try to do yellow, orange, and this mode lawn. We'll see, because I only oh, mode lawn is right here. I don't have this thing. Dude, I need to start labeling my stuff a little bit better. Just a little bit. But I had bought these from Spellbinders a couple of years back. Like last year and the year before, I don't think I did any Black Friday shopping. Zero. For craft stuff. Like no crafty Black Friday stuff. Makes me want to see if I have a DVD still with the movie about the two dogs and one cat that travel far. Oh, is it Milo and not no, that's Milo and Otis. Is it a Long Journey Home or something like that? Yeah, because pets, they're a little bit on the oh my goodness, stop that kind of situation. All right. I know Milo and Otis. I think it's like the Long Journey. Homeward Bound is one of those movies too. I think it's Homeward Bound that has the two dogs and the cat traveling. But they have a newer movie out. It's more adult though. It's friendly, user friendly, family, mm, parental advisory. But it has Jamie Foxx. He's a dog. They're all talking animals, talking dogs, and one of the human that got rid of them, I don't remember his name, but he abandoned him on the side of the street, and the other dogs are like, "Dude, you were abandoned." What is that movie called? They were like, "You abandoned." And he's like, "No, I wasn't." And he's like, "When I find him, I'm gonna bite him right in." And they was like, "Wait, wait, wait, wait. This is family friendly." That's the preview. Let's see if I can't find it. It's called Strays. It came out last year. It is Will Ferrell and Jamie Foxx. The previews are very, very funny. Very funny. And I don't know if I'll be able to open it because I think it's a Twitter post. The other one was a Twitter post. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to find it. Not on my cell phone like that because I don't have Twitter on my cell phone anymore. All right. Yeah. Now I haven't seen the Jamie Foxx one and Will Ferrell movie, but just the previews of it is, it cracked me up. I was like, oh, okay. This is what we're doing today. All right. When they previewed it. Now this would be so much prettier in my opinion if I had this in Boston. So I have to pull out a um a die cutting machine at some point and do that. I don't know. I feel like some of my inks are drying out, even though I feel like they have enough ink on them. I don't know what's going on. I just didn't want it to be so stark, solid, because we're gonna fussy cut our images and put them right on top. So I'm there. And this goes here. I feel like this is a little bit splotchy, but that's okay. Splotchiness is okay. Now I took out one. Here we go. I was going to have long. I was going to, huh? How long your cube ink lasts? I don't know. They last for a pretty decent amount of time, but some of these, so like I watched a video from Mr. Holtz a couple of years ago now where he said he intentionally designed the inks to not the lids to not be on properly for you just to grab it and go and craft. But um, people complained about it and was like the lids don't stick. So they changed the formula. So I've noticed that some of them that pop off real easy versus the harder ones dried out. But I've had these for at least 2 years, three, four. So I moved back to Texas, and that was 2018. So this is called Butter Bar, and I think it's gonna be a little bit too dark for what I'm going for. I need a yellow. Yeah, and it's creamier, but it goes on a lot easier. So this foam one, in my opinion, is better than this foam one. Yeah, that's just my opinion. I'm not good at this stuff, so take that with a grain of salt. For some of y'all that are blenders, Heather, I know she said she was going away. Other people, you more than welcome to leave your thoughts about that. I also think that sometimes we don't give other brands a good enough try because maybe our favorite crafter, our favorite craft influencer is using a certain thing. But some of these things that people never talk about are way much better than what people actually share with us. And I know that they get paid and they have to keep up with the economy or they won't get paid, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But it's so interesting. I say that because I know Deb, used to be a demonstrator. But this person that I follow, he's a guy. He was once a demonstrator, and then one day he just was like, "Hey, this is from Hero Arts, and we're gonna make a card." Blah 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 blah. I was like, "Ooh, what happened?" And I never want to say why you're not a demonstrator anymore because that's really none of my business. None of my business at all. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna stamp this guy first, the side one. And we're not really trying to make a great impression. We're trying to get the whiskers and the things that I'm going to cut off when I stamp them. I mean, fussy cut them out. All right. All right. So that's one image. It's always fun for me, I think, to watch male crafters create because they always seem to have like a different visual point of view of something, you know. Or if you see someone that's like, I haven't did this before, this is my first time, and they show you what they're creating, you're like, ooh, this is gonna be fun. And they finish it. But I've been trying to search for more 3D crafters that talk. Because I can't watch a video. I can watch a video, right? But I like to hear what the creator's saying about the product that they're using. So I'll understand if I do something wrong, why this happened or whatever. But sometimes they don't talk. And it makes it harder for me to understand what's really going on with the thing. All right. Just gonna put this little roly poly right here. All right. And then our last guy is the one standing up. It's so funny that the school actually made our district, San Antonio, actually made the kids come to school today because my family, I have family in Houston, and I called them, and my uncle, wasn't even at work. He was like, "Yes, inclement weather." Basically, he was like, "Haven't you heard it's inclement weather?" I was like, "Yeah, well, I'm on my way to school." He was like, "What?" I was like, "They said, bring them to school." Although I still had that uh opportunity, I should say, to not take them to school. But we have some other stuff we got to get done today. So I was like, if we're going to be in the streets anyway, he can go to school. All right. So we got Thinking of You going on right here. Thinking of You is crooked. All right. We are not going to be able to get to 5 cards, y'all. So we got this prefabricated. Lately, I've been learning how to sit in silence and not need to feel the emptiness. I don't know why. Hi, Bex. How you doing today? Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're safe and warm. I can't say if you have bad snow or not, but I hope you're at least safe and warm. Yeah, if we had did a stencil, I feel like this would be so much prettier with a stencil. Yep. When we talk about things that we are influenced, I remember when I first started crafting, people used to use that big old pink and white tape runner, right? And I had to get one. I had to get one. Those things are like $50, right? 40, $50. I had to get one. I got one. I hate using adhesive. I love those bird tips. Yep, safe and warm. That's good. You say you like it. Like I use adhesive sometimes, but I can't really do what the other people that use adhesive do. So I'm like, why'd you buy this tape runner? And a normal person would be like, well, let me just get rid of it. No, Nope. I'm like, maybe I'll get into it one day. I'll start liking to use it. This doesn't look bad like it is right now, y'all, but we didn't stamp these stamps out. We didn't fussy cut some of them. We didn't color them. We're gonna make them look even. We're gonna make them pop out. All right. 1, 2, 3. And look, we already got some little glue dots we can use over here. Hopefully we got 3 gems. Yes, we do. Although this card needs to stay semi-flat. It is going to be in the mail at some point. All right, so we're going to cut his whiskers off. I know that's a faux pas for kitty cats, but he'll be okay. I never noticed how pets actually start to gray until I was watching a commercial. Um, and I think I was watching like somebody showing their pet through the years, and you can see their fur color actually started to fade. Now I'm not sure if that's because that was just in that pet's genes or not, but they was like solid black, and they went to being like a little gray. Good morning, Chocolate City Sim. How you doing? Yeah, that's why he's still on the other side of the house. He heard. And I was looking at Nicholas's whiskers. I was like, do you have more than you had before? And I was trying to see if he had like more gray, like if he was aging, right? Because I remember when he first got sick and I had asked his doctor, I was like, is he gonna die? And the doctor's like, now, ma'am, listen. I was like, no, I need to know. My dog has been getting a little gray on the face, but I can only see if she goes in the sun. Okay. Mine is a tuxedo cat, and she definitely has more gray now, but it's not as much as me. Well, I have noticed some more strands in my head as well, Deb. A lot more. I'm like, ooh, is that gray? Hold up. My mom, she used to dye her hair a lot when I was young. But as she got older and she started to get gray, she was like, I'm gonna embrace it. Excuse me 1 second. You hate the pink tape runner thing? I wanted to love it, but yeah, but never could. I couldn't figure it out. I could not figure it out. You're right. I couldn't make the thing roll. I was like, what? Again, those one of the things that I just couldn't figure out. Just like photopolymer stamps until recently, right? I would say the last 2 years, embraced photopolymer stamps because before I was like, if it's not acrylic or red rubber, I'm not buying it. And a lot of American based companies. Use photopolymer. And I used to buy a lot of Crafters Companion stuff, and they started using photopolymer. And again, I had the same issue. New club. We don't use the pink tape on the club. Exactly. You don't, Deb. You don't use it either, Deb. Yeah. I saw. I had went to get Nicholas some food during the holidays, and I can't. I don't remember. What's her name? Layla. Something like that. It was such a. She was so beautiful. She was a tuxedo. That's what I want. A tuxedo cat. If we get any more cats, um, that's what I want. A tuxedo cat. She was so pretty. They said she was 5 months, but she was laying across, and I was like, no, y'all fooled me before with Nicholas. She looked like she was about a year. Yeah, I don't know. The tape, that pink tape runner thing, I've seen people whip it out. This one lady's like, I was like, I don't know if I need to be I was like, just insult to injury. She's like, okay, whatever. She was like, all done. I was like, wow. I started to write, how do you use that thing? I know a lot of people have made tutorials on how to change the tape. I can't get the tape to work. Is the real problem. I don't even know what the pink tool is. What it's a tape, the tape runner, that big pink tape gun. We don't like it. You can be in the club even if you like it. You always got to have one person that tries to convince you. Mine was a rescue at 5 years old. I think she's about now. About what? That's this dang heart over this. I can't see it. Yeah, Nicholas, I've had him since 2012. His birthday is actually coming up. And they said he was 5 months when I got him. But that dude was thick. He was big. One of my doggies, Rusty, who is 17, has turned gray and white on his face and chest. Yeah. Like, I don't think you pay attention to it, and then one day you're like, you getting old, buddy. Because I told you Nicholas be yelling at me in the morning talking about now, now, now. I've been sleeping in the last couple of days, so dad's been feeding him. I don't call him my like cat, my first son, but big rumor does. I'm on it. I'm in it. In the Lots of Great Club. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? Now I have did the Tombow tape runner. That thing is like magic. The one I used at least. It was like butter. I was like, ooh, one could get addicted to this. Callie is watching YouTube from my lap. Hi, Callie. How you doing? Meow. It's always funny when I hear people talk about their pets and the things that they do. I'm like, Nicholas don't do none of that. And then he'll up and do it. Like he gets when he gets the zoomies. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, I wouldn't get it because it's expensive. Those little things are super expensive. But if I could get like a bulk order of them that don't go bad, be on mine. That's why I use glue. Glue is friendly to me, relatively friendly to me. Um, Besides this art glitter glue lately, I normally don't have any issues with it. I want some silver hair too. You want silver hair too? You have mine. Yeah. I think the first time you see a gray hair, if you're not like predisposed to it at an early age, like I knew people in their 20s with gray hair, but when you first see your first gray hair, I know this is for how I felt. I was like, why are you here? I'm not old yet. And now I'm just like, oh, another one. Great. Okay. Great. And I always try to see which one, but when you have to, yeah, I always try to see which person has caused me that stress to get the gray hair. Like this right here, this is from you. You made this happen. Like I have one on my temple. It's gone. It goes away. It comes and goes. And I got that from when my mom was in the hospital because I didn't have it before. Not that I'm out here inspecting my grays, but you know what I'm saying. This little piece is gonna bug me. I'm contemplating chopping his tail off and just coloring that gray, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try and cut it. I realized that in my situation, I'm getting long in the tooth, as people say. When people start saying things or using things that I've known and used in a different context, or when someone talks about a store, and I'm like, yes, I remember that store, but it's no longer here. It's closed. Or I see old pictures. Like I'm not sure if y'all ever heard of Wieners. It's a department store. It's like J.C. Penney's, but apparently Penny's was better than Wieners. It went out of business, right? For me, a long, long time ago. I was in high school when it finally closed down. And then Kmart is another one. Woolworth is another one. Foley's is another one. And like I had when I moved to Virginia from Texas, they had this place called Belk's. Is it Belk? No, it started with a B. It's a fancy store, but it was Foley's, and I was like, oh, this is the equivalent to our Foley's, but the name had changed. And like Eckert's no longer in business. Walgreens, a few places like that have just no longer been in business. And I'm like, oh, and then you hear about people like now when I see people say that they're going to be closing down, it bugs me. Like when AC Moore went out of business, I was like, no, not AC Moore, not AC Moore. I understand it's a part of life. Like I've watched a few clips of Mr. Rogers, and he used to always have like those little models. He Belk is correct. Is it Belk? Okay. He used to have those models of like warehouses and factories, and now some of those places no longer even exist. Like what I used to watch American Pickers, and Mike and them would go, and it was like, this is Americana. We don't have this anymore. And they would show like signs, and sure enough, it's gone. Definitely gone. Slightly disheartening. Um, I know technology and we improve and we get better, but goodness, some of that stuff you're like, oh, oh. Like I think something recently announced that they were going out of business, and I was like, wow. Like Toys R Us, for example, right? Even though Toys R Us is kind of back, but not really. And in Houston, we have this. Well, I don't own it. It's this big mall called the Galleria Mall. It never went out of business, from my understanding. I think that was like the last one, quote unquote, standing. Um, just always very sad. And then what was it last year? Party City announced that they were going out of business, bankrupt. Then Bed Bath and Beyond, but now I think Bed Bath and Beyond is online. I don't know. It's really hard to keep up with these companies that lowball you um, in some regards. Like if you're buying certain products from certain places and then they just decide to sell their product $2 or $3 cheaper. Bed Bath and Beyond has always been very expensive. It's like the bougie weird store that they have in the mall. What is it, Brookstone? Like you go in there and you play with the stuff, but you never buy it. They always have the softer image items. You sit in a chair that makes you a drink and massages your toes and paints them, but you would never buy a chair like that because it's unrealistic. That's what I always thought of about with Bath and Beyond. Although I went and purchased a few things because they were on people that had it, but in general, right? These cats look crazy. Tuesday morning, Bed Bath& Beyond keeps sending me ads via email. Because Tuesday morning is now exclusively online. And if you haven't went to Tuesday morning online and checked out what they have, you're not missing anything. Them prices. I was like, wow, the prices that they have is it doesn't look like it's a discount store anymore. So they're all online now. Because I remember at first Toys R Us had came back to Macy's, I think at first. And now it's in Target. I don't know. I can't believe we let Toys R Us go out of business though. As an American people, that hurt my feelings. I didn't go to Toys R Us a lot because I guess I had grown up from being a kid. I don't know. But it would be nice to be able to go to Toys R Us now because my son is into Thomas the Train, and it would be cool for him to see all that stuff. Well, Deb, apparently, no. Excuse me one second. Back in the day, it meant that, but I think they are different chapters. So if you file a certain chapter, it's like to preserve the money without losing and having to pay out to certain people. But from my understanding, some private investors saved Toys R Us from going out of business completely. From what the news has said, when everybody was like, "Well, I thought Toys R Us was gone," and blah blah blah, and they was like, "No, a private investor or a few private investors saved it." I just remember all those old commercials that they used to have. And Jeffrey. Oh, all right. I think I'm gonna leave this little strip here because I don't feel like cutting it. Ah, I lied. Do y'all have a pop shelf near you? I like going in pop shelf and smelling the candles. I had got a candle from there. Two candles. They were on sale. I'm using them to make a craft with though. This thing is called Emerald Coast. This is mine. This one is mine. It smells so good. So Pop Shelf is the bougie version of Dollar General. But this one I'm making a thing with. It's called French Garden. They smell so good. Oh my goodness. And I think I just got a whiff of one of them just sitting here. I don't burn the candles. I like to smell them though. Yeah. If you walk into the Pop Shelf, you'll be like, this Dollar General? It's so bougie. It's bougie. They make you do self checkout. I always have questions though, so they always end up having to ring me up. I don't think I've ever went in there without having to have assistance because I'm like, this thing said this was this price. And it's like, I don't know, it's supposed to be that price. Blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, thank you. I don't know who invented that self checkout stuff. Just employ people. I had went to Michael's one day, and the lady was like, "Would you like to do self checkout?" I was like, "Nope, I'm gonna wait on you." I said, "Cause you need a job." She just smiled and said, "Well, thank you." Yeah, I should have left this alone. This is why I do not like fussy cutting. Because we all in the weeds now. Good grief. Now it looks weird. I'm hungry. I just want to ask y'all, have you ever made homemade fried rice? I want to try to make some. Oh, I could try some on myself right now. Like make me the guinea pig. And if it come out good, I can make some more for the family another day. Exacto knife for that bit. Right. That's what I was thinking. But then I probably end up cutting myself, Deb, because she clumsy. This little bird looks super sad with no legs. Dang. I'm coming, little birdie. I'm coming. So what are y'all crafting? I gotta upload a few videos. I have to go see my son is doing with the snow. Okay. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I hope he's doing well. All right. Now I feel like the cat might be the only one that's a little bit off. Oh no, not even. We did pretty good, y'all. We did pretty good. I'm crafting the courage to start doing a commission piece. Oh, what is it? I'm hungry. I need to craft the courage to get up and get some food. Stomach grumbly. All right. Two characters cuddling. My friend loves this character, so he wants me to draw it. Oh, nice. Well, good. I hope you get that courage soon then. We could have put a ribbon or something on here. I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking that I want to run this through the embossing folder. Yep. That didn't happen though. Did it? No, it did not. All right. Now I'm gonna try my best to just do a little dab of do ya. When I was in was it middle school? Yeah, it was middle school in art class. Our art teacher, because you know back then supplies were real scarce. They're probably even more scarce now. Um, but she had a saying. She was like, "Kiss, keep it simple, silly, or stupid." But she also used to say, if you ever watch the Flintstones, a little dab of do you with the glue and stuff. She was like, don't overdo it. Probably because you know kids We need all of the things. Yeah. It's just so hot and the air is heavy and I don't feel like moving. Oh, well, I totally understand that. It's very cold. The air is breathtaking, as in you walk outside and you take a breath, it takes it away, and you don't want to move. So I get it. All right, so we got more than half of the cards that we said we was gonna get done today. Done. Did some stamping with some stamps I have never used or haven't used in a long, long time. Um, Fun times, always fun times. So this is our first card, well, our last card, but this is card number 3, I suppose. And you can see the little depth. I like that a lot. So that's 1. Then this is 2, and actually the second card we did. Very basic, simple, not a lot to go on with that. That's 2. And then our third card, which I love, is so blue, right? Uh-huh. I like the blue. I'll trade my weather. I'll trade you my weather. No, I prefer cold over heat any day. And be mine. You can always get warm, but you can't get cool. You can't take off your skin once you get to that last level of taking off your clothes. And then I want to show y'all my baby's art. Oh, I think one of the eyes fell off, I think. But he has been doing rock art lately. I think this is supposed to be a frog. I'm not quite sure, but I think that's a frog, and this is a butterfly. But I don't know what happened to the eye. I think his eye fell off. So yeah, or maybe it's a one-eye butterfly. Um, yeah, but he's been doing more art. That's what he got for Christmas, some art stuff versus video games all the time, like he wants to do. So yeah, thank y'all so much. I like the Froggy Rock too. I want to say thank y'all for watching. This was so much fun. I can't get everything in the frame. Thank you for your support. Oh, thank you so much. I'll let him know that y'all said it was cute. He'll be happy. Yeah, this is what we did today. Thank you for spending your time with me. I really appreciate it. I will see you all in a video very shortly. Until next time, happy crafting. You have a great week too, Samara.